working with the Parul Group of Institutes as a trainer. Today I will talk about some of the basic techniques which should be followed in an interview. Now in the interview, the purpose of the interview is, let's talk about from both the point of views. If I talk about the recruiter's point of view, the purpose of an interview is to find the appropriate candidate according to the requirement of the profile in the company. If I talk about the candidate's point of view, here candidate will find an opportunity to find the appropriate company, position, job role, location and the timing suitable to his or her requirement. Interview is a technique where the hiring decisions will be made. So this is very important for all of us to find what we should do, what we should not do during an interview. Whatever potential you are having, you will only get 20 to 50 minutes to show your potential. So this is a very important part for all of us to behave according to the requirement of the company. Now, the interview has been divided into 3 different stages. Stage number 1, that is before the interview. Stage number 2, during the interview. And stage number 3, after the interview. Let's go into the order. Let's talk about before the interview. You must be thinking, what should be done before the interview? Here I give some of the basic ideas how to get prepared before the interview. The very first point, you need to know yourself. What do you know about yourself? That is very important. Let's talk about, let's give me an example. If you are applying for a position wherein a night shift is required, you should know whether will you be able to work in the night shift. If there is a physical work involved, you should find out will you be able to do that hard work what is required by the company. So here you are getting a chance to know about yourself. Be prepared, know yourself, then approach to the interview. The second aspect, that is, you need to know the employer. Now you must be thinking what we should know about an employer before the interview. Here I give you some of the basic things what you can take care. This is more advisable to you before you go for any kind of interview. Make sure you go through the website of the company. Try to find out every small possible detail about the company. You must be thinking how these details can be found out. For this, you can go through the website. Maybe talk to some of your friends who are working with the same company. Try to read some articles. Try to find out by talking to any of your colleagues who must be knowing somebody working with the same company. Okay, now you must be thinking what details can be captured about the company. So first of all, try to find out the key people in the company. Who is the owner of the company, who is managing director, who is CEO of the company. Second thing, you can always find out how many locations are there in the world or maybe in the country. You need to find out the locations. If there are like many locations are there, no need to worry. Only memorize the number, how many locations. Just for an example, if some of the company having 78 locations, no need to memorize all the possible locations, just remember the number. about the headquarter. Where is the headquarter located? Find out the key projects which company is working upon. Find out the upcoming projects. Find out if they have any kind of special achievements. Find out if the company is into any kind of crisis. So find these details about the company. I'll tell you why you will require this information, because in the interview, for sure you will be asked this question without fail, that what do you know about the company. Now answer to this question should be very much positive, should be very much informative. Here, by informing them about the company will give you a good impression in front of a recruiter. Recruiter will be able to find out that yes, you are definitely positive about the company, you are interested. So answer to this question cannot ever be I don't know anything. So this is the reason, very much advisable to you. Try to find out every possible detail about the company. Don't forget that. The third point, you need to look after the dress code. Now, dress code, everybody knows about it, but a lot of time we miss upon things. Not intentionally, but unintentionally even. Dress code, very much important part. Just for an example, when you are applying, when you are going for the picnic, you can't wear formal and enjoy the picnic. When you are in the teaching profession, you can't wear casual. This is the reason we need to know the code of conduct, this dressing sense. That will give you a last impression, because that is saying first impression is always a last impression. So make sure you dress up nicely, neat and clean. What can be worn on the day of interview? So what I'll do, I'll give you individual list. Let's talk about boys first. For boys, this is very much important. You wear full sleeve shirt, which should be properly ironed, should be light in color. Light linings will do. Avoid wearing t-shirts. You can wear trouser, which should be formal only. Jeans 3/4 not allowed. Avoid wearing heavy fashion accessories. A small decent looking wristwatch is always good. Your hairstyle should be neat and clean. Avoid overdoing of your hair. It may look very much oily. Third thing, your nails should be well trimmed, neatly clean shaved, which is required. Let's talk about girls. For girls, formal Indian dresses is always good to wear. If you are comfortable with sari, not a bad idea. If you are applying for any kind of company, then you can definitely wear formal shirt and trouser. If you are going for a teaching profession interview, here you are not allowed to wear trouser and shirts. You should strictly wear Indian traditional dresses. For girls, this is more advisable. Avoid wearing heavy makeup. Your hair should be neatly done. Avoid wearing glittering fashion accessories. Always put on the dress which can look decent, can give you a good impression. So I hope the dressing code is understood. About the shoes, please do not wear sandals or slippers. Formal shoes are always allowed. Now I'll move upon to the third point, that is timing. Why I am focusing more on the timing? because it's again our first impression will always remain the last. If you on the first day of your interview, if you are late, that may give you a bad impression. So please take care of the time. For this I have some tips to give you. About the timing, always try to find out the location of an interview venue. Find out, take the estimated time. How much time it will take from your place to the job venue. The second advice is that on the day of interview, it is very much advisable you reach before the interview half an hour early. Because on the reception desk or maybe some of the formalities, they may require 15 to 10 minutes. So please reach on that time. Because a lot of time, the observation had happened that when you are late, you will become impatient, you will become a bit less confident, you will become nervous. So avoid that thing. Try to reach half an hour early. Have tea, coffee, breakfast. Be mentally and physically ready. Be prepared for the same. And then be ready to go to the interview. The thing on the day of your interview, if you are running late on the way, if you become late while going to the interview venue, always make sure that you inform the recruiter that I am running late. May happen you are only running for half an hour. Again, it is very much advisable to inform them. It will give them this impression that you are very much particular about the time. Third thing, it may happen on the day of your appointment, you are not able to go there. You are not able to face the interview on the same day due to some unavoidable situation. Again, in this case, inform the interviewer that you are not able to attend the interview on the same day, so that they will have a good information that yes, you know what can be done. It shows how particular you are about the time. Now, let's move up on to the what documents you'll be carrying with you when you're going to appear in the interview. The very first thing, take your resume along with you, all your mark sheets, all your documents. Always try to take 2 extra Xerox copies set of your documents. Don't forget to take passport size photograph. It's not compulsory always, but some of the recruiter, they may ask you to give the passport size photograph. That point of time you should be always ready. You should have all the documents which are asked by them. So be prepared for your own self. Now we are all ready to go to the interview. Now the stage 2 comes, which is during the interview. Now this period is very much important because you are actually going to see somebody. You are actually going to represent your own self in front of some company. So this is very important. You reach there on time as advisor had already advised to you. Reach there before half an hour early. Wait for some time. Complete your all formalities. Have a smile on the face. It shows how much confident, how much positive about you are about. So have a small smile on you. Meet and greet everybody very confidently. Greet them. Wait for your turn to come. Once you are asked to enter the interview room, always knock the door, ask for the permission by asking, may I come in sir or may I come in ma'am. It shows how well mannered you are. Now, when you enter the room, always offer a firm shake hand, introducing yourself and greet them. Firm shake hand is a sign of confidence level. your handshake should be very firm. Now interviewer is asking you to sit down. So you please sit down, and please do not put your personal belongings like handbag or your carry bag on the table of a recruiter, because that is their personal space. You can't occupy that. So put your handbag or carry bag on the floor. Document file you can definitely keep on the table. Now the introduction will start. Introduction will start with a small talk. Now the very first question would be, tell me something about yourself. Without fail, this would be always be a first question, no matter which company you are going to apply for. Now, answer to this question should be very clear. I'll give you a demo. If you are asked this question, just for an example, if you are applying for a position for an electrical engineer job, in this case, you should always include your first name along with the last name, your basic qualification, your industrial visit if you have done any. It should include your projects if you have taken any. It should also include any extracurricular activities you have done during the college. Avoid informing about your family background in the introduction. Avoid including your hobbies into your introduction. As you are a professional engineer, your introduction should only include your technical part. That's what they are concerned about. You must be thinking, I am a fresher. How can I have a long introduction professionally? That is possible. That is possible by informing them about your projects, your industrial visit, your industrial training if you have taken any. That will definitely give them an idea that you are very much concerned about your professional, your technical part. There are different kind of questions are there in the interview. That can be personal questions, that can be your education background questions, that can be your work experience questions if you have any. That can be related to your career goals. Those can be related to your some kind of tricky questions are also there. Today I will take some of the questions which can be answered in a very nice way. Now, question to this answer, that tell me what are your strengths. Normally this question is always there. You will never find anybody not asking you this question. What is your strength? Now about the strength column, you should include those things. Now normally what for candidates they do, they talk about I am very confident, I am very honest, I am very hardworking. Now that is very common. Strength column is a crucial part. You are going to represent your own self, what you are, what potential you are having. So answer to this question should be according to the requirement of the job profile. Give an example. Just for an example, if you are applying for a lecturer position in some or the other institute, what are your strengths? Now here you need to provide them that you are very confident, you are having good presentation skills, you are very much thorough with your own subject. You cannot say that I am very shy person. You cannot say that my strength is that I am very much shy person. Now that is not a strength really. Strength should be whatever the recruitment is looking for. So very much important part, whenever you find any kind of job advertisement, read every possible detail about the job responsibility. Let's for example, somebody is applying for a supervision supervisor position. So supervisor, what qualities you require? That can be your leadership qualities, effective in the team, good decision maker. So according to the job profile and the responsibility, you can tell them about your strengths. There is one tricky question which may be asked to you during the interview. What are your weaknesses? This question is very much tricky. You must be thinking it's just a question. No, it's not just a question. In this question, you should always answer which cannot harm you to get the job. You should not actually reveal your actual weaknesses. Your weaknesses should be in such a way which can be the strength for the recruiter or the company. Now the third question, if I talk about, what are your future plans? Tell them about your future plans. What are their plans for the future? There is one more tricky question. Where do you see yourself after 2 years? You must be thinking why the question is here. It's so simple question. It is a simple question, but this question judges your stability in the company. So you should be very much clear about this part, that what do you say during the interview. There is also one question always been asked about your technical part. That can be, which subject is your favorite subject? So just for an example, you are applying some of the electrical companies. You are applying somewhere in the designing part. So when they ask you about your favorite subject, you should mention same. It should, your every statement should sound that you are very much positive about it. Now the third question about your education. What do you like about your college? Or what do you don't like about the college? Now this question, you cannot ever criticize any person, any college, any professor, anybody. This is very much advisable. You should always sound positive, whatever you are talking about. Now some of the questions which may be asked to you, just for an example, how can you help the statement that you are a person who is a good team worker? Because you may have written that I am a good team player in your strength column in your CV or in your resume. So when you have written that you are a good team player in the interview, if they ask this question to you, that how can you say that you are a good team player? You should always have some statement to support this. So make sure you have all the examples ready by confirming this thing. So make sure you do it nicely. When they ask about if you have written leadership qualities, the question will definitely arise. How can you support this statement that you are good in taking or having leadership qualities? So you should always have some examples from your past experience. Avoid criticizing your professors, your last employer. This will definitely give a positive impression to you if you really do it. The last but not the least question that would be asked to you, do you have any questions for me? Now this is the time you are going to show that how much interested you are. This is indirectly a chance given to you to know something more about the company. If you have any doubt, if you are failed to gather any kind of information from the website, here you are getting a chance. From the recruiter, you can ask the question. Very much advisable to you, please do not keep silent. Ask minimum 1 or 2 questions. But please be choosy to find the questions. The question should sound that you are interested in the company and the profile. not in the timing, not in the promotion, not in the salary. You should always sound that you are there not to just earn money but to learn something and to be beneficial to the company in the future. Now the interview has already been completed. Before you leave the interview venue, make sure you get the contact detail of a recruiter. Leave with a firm shake hand, greet them, leave the place. Now the last stage is there, which was after the interview. You must be wondering what can be done after the interview. After the interview, once the interview is done, it's not over. We have to do something which can look professional. Don't forget to write a thanking mail or give them a call saying thanks to them, to the recruiter. This would be very much personalized and they will find that you are very much interested in the company. In the thanking mail, you can also always mention that thanks for the valuable time, looking for a favorable reply from your side. This is the way you can behave in the interview. In the interview, you can always, the recruiter, they will always try to find out your positive attitude, your verbal communication, your presence of mind, your appearance, your past experience, your confidence. So please do not miss on these points. Make sure you do well in the interview. Let's have a look at some of the videos.
Hi. Hello. I'm Ms. Faulkner. I'll be interviewing you today.
Hi, I'm Sweeney Todd.
Do you have your resume with you?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You can take a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, this is all in order. The interview itself is very standard, 3 simple questions. If you're not sure what I'm asking, just stop and ask me to rephrase, interrupt me, it's fine.
Sure.
Okay, so would you be able to tell me about a time when you worked on a team?
Well, actually, my previous job, I was working at another call center, so the team that I was on was a specific campaign where we had to market and actually sell certain products. So we were divided up into 2 teams within the team, so we each had goals on whether or not we were selling things or whether or not we had to come up with a new marketing campaign. So basically, it was one big group effort in the team to make sure we had the right stats and standings, things like that.
Okay, that's great. All right. Could you tell me about a time when you went above and beyond what was expected of you?
Well, this semester I was taking a number of courses, but one of them was chemistry, and my teacher and I decided that I wasn't being challenged enough in the course that I was in, so we basically worked out a schedule where I could do an independent study of chemistry AP, which is basically the advanced. So, the normal curriculum wasn't just reaching where the teacher thought that I needed to be in my learning, so we basically went above what I needed to learn for that year and got a good head start on university.
Great, okay. And would you just please tell me about a time when you worked on a project from start to finish? What was the initial goal? How did you achieve it?
Well, this fall actually as well, we did the variety show at our high school, and I was a producer. So I was in charge of making sure that everything was all lined up, as in the auditions, the actual practices, making sure that everyone was on goal, making sure that all the different committees were, on topic, and made sure that everything got done on time in order to make sure that we had it ready. So it worked out really well. Everyone stayed on task and made sure that they got their portion of the job done.
Okay, well, thank you very much for all of the information. It's been very helpful. Do you yourself have any questions for us?
Actually, yes, I was just wondering, when do I expect a callback, or when do I expect to hear from you on when the job position might be starting?
Well, we're going to be making our callbacks for a second interview in a couple of days, and then after that, we should be hoping to have hired at least one person within the week.
Okay, perfect. So I'll wait for the call.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Miss Faulkner, and I'll be interviewing you today. Do you have your resume?
Oh, yeah. right here. Done.
Oh, is it this? That's your,
Yeah.
okay, thank you very much.
It's on the back of the application thing or whatever it is.
Very convenient, thank you. Okay, the interview is very standard. It's just 3 simple questions. If you have any questions about how I'm wording or something like that, then you can just interrupt me, feel free.
Yeah, alright, yeah. My first question, how much do I get paid?
Well, we start usually off at $9 an hour. It's not me.
Oh, sorry about that. Where is it? Come on, little peekaboo. Oh, it's Christine. Hi, Christine. How you doing? Yeah, I know you left early last night, didn't you? Yeah, but it was a good time. Yeah, actually, I'm at an interview right now. Okay, you should see what the girls are doing. Actually, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you later, okay? Yeah, like it's bad, giving me a headache. Anyways, okay, yeah. All right, talk to me later about tonight, okay? Yeah, all right, yeah. Bye.
Do you mind if we go on?
No, that's fine.
Would you be able to tell me about a time when you worked on a team?
Team. You know, if you rearrange those letters, it spells me. Me. I'm number 1. No, well, a team, I guess. Cheerleading. Ooh! Yeah, it was good.
Can you think of any examples when you went above and beyond what was expected of you?
Every day. Every day I go above and beyond what's expected of me. Like, I'm just that good. Like, I'm not trying to sell myself or anything, but, like, I really am, like, the whole deal. Like, everything you could ever want is me.
Okay.
Me.
But no specific examples?
Well, no, not really.
Okay.
Just get to know me. Although I don't really know if you'd really be that cool around my friends. But I can kind of keep you, like, on the down low.
We can just go on. Would you like to tell me about a time when you worked on a project from start to finish? What was the goal? How did you achieve it?
Start to finish. Well, there was that one time that I went to the mall and told myself, I said, Melissa, you're not going to leave until you find D&G shoes, Louis Vuitton, or anything, like a purse. And you know what? I didn't leave until I got them. I mean, the security guard told me to leave because it was a little bit late, but that's all right.
Right.
I've done worse things than staying out late in the mall.
Well,
worse things. Oh, I guess I probably shouldn't say that. Okay.
Well, that's absolutely perfect. We're going to be making our decision in the next couple of days. So you'll get a phone call.
Great. Yeah. All right. I'm almost
It
late.
was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
From the first video, you must have observed the candidate is well-mannered. The candidate responded to every question very nicely, having presence of mind, good confidence level. Let's talk about the second video. You must have observed the candidate was a bit nervous, less than confident, fumbling a lot while answering the questions. So the recruiter, you must have found out, recruiter was not able to judge the candidate properly. So I think all of us are ready to go to the interview. I think all the best.